This channel is kindly sponsored by KA.Models.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your model making needs.
Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Festa 67's workshop. We've had a parcel, folks. And it's a big parcel. And this has come from Ron Hetem, folks. Yes, good old Ron, the figure painting god, sent me a rather large box today, and I've got no idea what's in it. So I think what we need to do, we need to get it opened up, folks, and have a looky-loo. So big thank you to Ron. And we'll get the knife out and we'll gently open this up and have a looky-loo, folks, okay? Right, spin this up then and have a looky-loo. Very interesting. Oh my God. Bung that in there. Like that. Oh, look at that, folks. Oh, that is a thing of beauty. I mean, knife. Oh, that is beautiful. It's a 1914 1/16 scale Dennis motor fire engine, folks. Look at that. See if we can get the old Cameroon moved a bit better. It's so big. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Loads of blurbage on the front there. Let's just lift the cover off. Let's see what's going on. Look at that, look. Unbelievable. I don't want to delicately handle anything because it's been rattled around by the Royal Mail, folks. So I want to not lose anything. Look at this name on there. Bandai Australia, folks. Yes, look at that. There's the instructions. All the sprue diagrams there. 1/16 scale, that's going to be huge. Yeah, all the radiators, wheels, ladders. Oh, this is going to be a lovely project. Yeah, there's all the engine assembly there. Yeah, look at that. Oh, the possibilities of adding detail to this. Look at that. Nice chassis, just for Foxy. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Really are, what's the word I'm looking for? Concise, that's the word. Instructions there. All the different exploded views. And I can only assume this is the real fire engine photographs that they've slung in there, just to give you an idea. Oh, there's a part of a piece there, see? I'll just gently put that there. I need to be careful how I move stuff about because I don't want to lose anything out of it. There's all the wheels, hoses and all of that lot. Big old wooden wheels there so we can do a bit of wood effect. All the ladders. Oh, this is going to be a thoroughly interesting project to do, to be quite honest with you. And it's old tech. I've got the Man Schlingmann fire engine, the Revell kit to do, and this is going to sit nicely on a shelf with it. I know they're different scales, but yeah. And it's a proper ye olde Dennis Apprentices Association there, and yeah, I did a little ICM miniature version of the Ford Model T fire engine a good few years back now. And yeah, it's just something that invokes a little bit of nostalgia for things of the past, isn't it? And there's all the fire brigade there with their uniforms and stuff. It's actually a beautiful, beautiful kit. Yeah, we use Revell or Testers paints there, it says. What year? I'm intrigued to see. 1984, folks. There you go. 2 years after I left school that came out. What a thing of beauty. Yeah, I like that a lot. Let's just put those over there. Have a look at some of these sprues, folks. There's some wood effect wheels there going on. Let's try and keep everything together, Colt. So that's them in there. So you can do a bit of work on those. Open my drawer. And then if I need to capture any parts, I can. There's the dudes there, the fire brigade there, looking rather splendid. So we can get them all together and get them all painted and looking resplendent in their uniforms. Bandai, I didn't think Bandai was around back then. It does show how much I know. Blast from the past there. Look at that. I used to get my models from them bad boys. Beaties. Oh my God, Beaties Polly. Oh my God. I'm easily pleased, folks. But yeah, it takes me back, that does. Just put that safely there. We've got beginnings of the chassis there. So let's have a looky look at what's going on there. Excuse my shakes. I can't control that some days. We've got bulkhead just there. Let's just put the rescue over there. Got some pipage going on. And there's a chain there that's caught. Let's try and free that up. There you go. So there's a chassis there, so we can repair that and get that all neatly repaired, so we can sort that out. So we'll put that safely to one side. All the bolts and everything there on the flywheel. So we'll just rest that gently to one side. I want to protect that as best as I can. More components there. I think there's a bag there that I can pinch for any rogue parts that are falling off, so I don't lose anything. We'll just put that to one side. We've then got tyres, like so. Got the radiator surround. So we'll put parts like that in bags. Try and keep them together. So apologies if I'm a bit mishmashing, but it's because I don't want to lose anything. Is that a bigger bag? Yeah, there you go. Look at that. So let's put larger parts in there, and I'll do this as I go, I think. So if I gather those up. All right, I've been round and sorted all of that box of goodies out. So we've got a sprue full of wheels there. They look like they got a wooden texture on there, but we'll paint them anyway. Everything will get painted. I've re-bagged up stuff just so that I don't lose it. So you'll notice you've got your decal sheet there. I'll treat them. They'll go in a bag and get taped to the window in the conservatory to bleach them white again. Then cut the coats of clear sealer over them and they'll be as good as new. So I'll film that and show you how I do that. A few people have asked how I re-whiten them. All the small parts that were falling around in the box I've just bagged up so I don't lose anything. So they can sit over there. That's the glass. Keep them nice and safe. That's the chassis. I shall dismantle that and rebuild that at some point. In there you've got the mud guards and all the tyres. And then I've been around and put some of the more fragile sprues back in bags just so that I don't lose anything. And then I can go through the sprue diagrams, tick off what's in the bags against what's on there. Okay. There's all the silver sprues. Again, I shall go through them, tick them all off. And the same with the gold. So I can go through those, mark off anything that's not on the sprue, and then I can go and hunt for it in the bags. Just makes it easier when it comes to fitting it all together. So there you go. And that's not a criticism of Ron at all. It's just it's been shaken about by the Royal Mail in transit and things have just fallen off, that's all. So we can gather all of them up and see whether or not we need to scratch build anything. So that's that all sorted. I'm happy with that. We've then got additional spruage here with parts on that I can mark an asterisk that they're all intact. So that's the hoses. Let's line that up a bit neater. Bring that in there. Try and level the box off as best as I can so that when I lay new sprues in, they're not under tension. That's the theory. Like so. Right, cool with that. I've kept the offcuts just in case I need to use the red sprue for any scratch building. There's a crack in the chassis. So what I shall do is these little bits here, these plates, is I shall trim these off and they'll become little welded plates on the chassis where it's had a bit of reinforcement work done. So I can disguise the brakes by using a bit of judicious Festaism skill. There's chairs, seat covers and stuff like that on there. Again, I shall mark off anything just to check in the box. And then we've got other sprues there. All the parts on there ready to go. We then got bulkheads, foot plates, etc. Hose brackets there for the sides. That will go on. There's the big old wheels. We'll get them all painted up, wood effect and all of that on them. Body panels, bulkheads, little bracketry. That's all the wheel bosses and hubs. And we come back and finish off with the dudes. Look at that. So it is going to be a labour of love, this one. But this is a rescue build. Excuse the pun. And yeah, it'll cheer Ron up to see this finished, I think. And bless him, he had no room to put it. And it had kind of just been abandoned and forgotten and was sitting there collecting dust. And he said, well, you can do something with it, mate. Have at it. So I'm gonna show this a bit of love and attention. I shall debond a lot of what's on there just so that I can reinforce that chassis. And yeah, so keep an eye out for this, folks. The video build for this. It's going to be a nice little rescue build. Nice little tie-in with it being a fire truck. But for me, I love it because it's ye olde. It's vintage. It's a 1914 fire engine with the guys out there doing their thing. And yeah, I just think it's going to be nice to rescue that and show it a bit of TLC, to be quite honest with you. And it's a vintage Bandai kit, so what more can you say, folks? So I'm going to leave it there. A massive, massive thanks to Ron for sending this through to me, mate. Big love and hugs, and share the love, folks, when you see him in me live stream chats. And yeah, I look forward to getting this built and putting the videos out for you, so keep an eye out, folks. So until then, thanks for tuning in and keeping me company. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Till then, bye-bye for now.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down,